Okay. Next is rough. Very good. It's smooth, Adiba. Very good. Rough, smooth. Next is useful. Very good, Adiba. It's useless. 14th is junior. It is senior. Everybody has to write down. Okay. Junior, senior. Next is 15th, natural. 15th, natural. The answer is artificial. No, Anjana, it's not unnatural. It is artificial. 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 Very good. Very good, Anjana. Riddhi Siddhi, very good. It's artificial. Now, likewise, we'll move on to the next exercise. Exercise number J. You have to form the antonyms of the given words by adding a prefix before them. Okay. Now, the first one is tidy. Okay. Its antonym is untidy. Very good. In this, you have added the prefix un. Okay. Okay. Next is agree. The right answer is disagree. D-I-S. Dis. A-G-R-E-E. Disagree. Next is, okay, complete. It's incomplete. Harshit, check your, it's not un, it is in. Incomplete. Very good, Riddhi. Next is common. Okay. Fourth is common. It's uncommon. Next is perfect. What is the antonym of perfect? It's imperfect, Adiba. Right answer. It is imperfect. Sixth is obey. Its antonym will be disobey. Okay. Next, seventh is moral. Immoral. Riddhi, it's not in, it is im. I am immoral. Okay. Eighth one is continue. It is discontinue. Next is regular. Ninth one is regular. It is irregular, not unregular. Harshit, Navya, check your answer. It is irregular. I-R-R-E-G-U-L-A-R. Regular. Irregular. Okay. It's not in, it is ir. Next is popular. Unpopular. Very good. Adiba, Yashvardhan. It's unpopular. Next is pure. It's impure. 12th is decent. 12th one is decent. Indecent. Navya Singh, it's right answer. Decent, indecent. 13th is necessary. It's unnecessary. Very good. 14th is natural. No, it's, we have to form its antonym by adding a prefix. Natural is unnatural. If we are supposed to give the another word, then we will give artificial. But if we are to add a prefix, then it will be unnatural. Okay. The last one is honest. Okay, Navya Singh, it's right answer. It is dishonest. Okay. Okay, Yashvardhan. Next is exercise number K. In this, you have to give the antonyms and fill the crossword puzzle which is given. The words are given in the across and down to be filled. Suhani, have you written? Okay. The first one is cowardly. The right answer is brave. Very good, Navya. The right answer is brave. Third across. Third across kind. It's cruel. R-U-E-L, cruel.
अब नेक्स्ट लिखो क्वालिटी का INN.
Okay, it's C-R-U-E-L, cruel. Very good. Fourth one is guilty. Fourth across guilty. The right answer is innocent. I-N-N-O-C-E-N-T, innocent. The first one is brave. Vedanchi. First cowardly and its answer is brave. Okay. Next is seventh one, delay. And its right answer is haste. H-A-S-T-E, haste. Tenth one is exit. And its answer is entrance. E-N-T-R-A-N-C-E, entrance. 10th, exit, and its answer is entrance. E-N-T-R-A-N-C-E, entrance. 12th is attack. Okay, Navya, right answer, it is defend. Okay, it is beginning with D, D-E-F-E-N-D, defend. Thirteenth is tame. Its answer is wild. Very good, Navya, Siddh, Adiba, Yashvardhan. Okay, the antonym of tame is wild. Now we will fill the puzzle by finding the antonyms of the word which are given in the down one. First is lend. Okay, Sid, it is borrow. It is, as you can see in the crossword puzzle, it is beginning with B and R and O are given. So it is borrow, B-O-R-R-O-W, borrow. Second is oral. It is written. Very good, W-R-I-T-T-E-N, written. You can check your spelling. It is W-R-I-T-T-E-N, written. Fifth is false, and its answer is true. T-R-U-E, true. Sixth one is blunt. Yeah, the right answer is sharp. Sixth is blunt and its answer is sharp. Eighth is modern and its answer is ancient. A-N-C-I-E-N-T, ancient. Its answer is ancient. Ninth is humble. Okay, the right answer is proud. P-R-O-U-D, proud. And the last one, 11, it's begin and its answer is end. Eighth answer is ancient. A-N-C-I-E-N-T, ancient. Samya, Kuldeep, do you have any problem? You can unmute yourself. Samya, you can unmute yourself if you have any problem. Yes, Samya. Yes,
Ma'am,
Amma.
which chapter?
What?
Ma'am, which chapter?
You don't know which chapter we are
Ma'am,
doing.
which chapter is this?
This is chapter number 34, page number 143.
Ma'am, 34.
Yeah, chapter number 34, page number 143. Okay,
Page number 43.
143. Okay. Have all of you done this exercise? Navya, have you completed the exercise? Navya, Divankar, you can nod your head, I can see you. Okay. Vedanchi, have you completed the exercise? Daksh, Riddhi, you can unmute yourself. Yeah, Riddhi.
Ma'am, in across, ma'am, first wall.
Across.
Yes, ma'am.
Which one?
Ma'am, upper wala. Ma'am, up.
First one, cowardly.
Yes, ma'am.
Its answer is brave. B-R-A-V-E, brave.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Now, you all have to open lesson number 31. Everybody open lesson number 31, punctuation in capital letters. Today we will be starting with this lesson, punctuation and capital letters. Open page number 126, all of you. Yeah, Navya, do you have any problem? Yes, unmute yourself. Yes.
Ma'am, in the chapter number 30, it's 34.
Navya, I cannot hear you.
Ma'am,
Either speak loudly or you can write down in the chat box also. Yeah, I cannot hear you. Okay. Yes. What kind of homework, Navya? It's not clear to me. See, all the work which we are doing in the class, I will be sending you the PDF of those work and you have to do it in your copy. Okay. And as I told you yesterday also in the class, that the antonyms and synonyms, we have done the back exercise of these both topics, synonyms and antonyms. And the PDF which I will be sharing with you, you have to learn only those antonyms and synonyms for your exams. Okay. See, these are some of the list of the antonyms and synonyms. Can you see? I will be sharing the PDF of this. You have to learn only these for your exams. And all these antonyms and synonyms are the one which we have done in the exercise right now. Okay. We have to do all the antonyms synonyms in the exercise. The one which are, we have to learn only those for the examination only. And all these have been written over here in the notes which I will be sending you, and you will be writing only these in your copies and also learning for the examination. Okay. Okay. Now let's start with this next topic of ours, which is punctuation and capital letters. Now, why do we use punctuation and punctuation marks in a sentence? We always put the punctuation marks in a sentence to bring clarity in the meaning of a sentence. See, when we study punctuation, there are 6 punctuation marks which we will be learning. 6 punctuation marks which we will be learning in this lesson today. The first one is full stop. Full stop, its sign is a dot, a very small dot. Now, when do we use this full stop? Is this punctuation mark full stop is used at the end of a statement sentences, or at the end of a command sentences. See, we have done all these 2 types of sentences in the chapter sentences and its kind. So, and we have also done in that at the end of these statement sentences and command we put a full stop to show the end or the completion of a sentence. For example, give me a glass of water. Give me a glass of water. Now this is a command sentence in which we are giving an order to or making a request to give me a glass of water. So in this end we will put a full stop to show the completion of the sentence. Is it clear? And a statement sentence, you also can give the example yourself. For example, I have a box. It's a statement sentence in which we are only stating something. We are saying something, so it is a statement type of a sentence, and at the end of this sentence also, we have used a full stop to show its completion. Again, the punctuation marks are used to show the clarity. The first is full stop. Its symbol is a small dot, okay? And we use this full stop punctuation mark at the end of statement sentences and at the end of the command sentences. Okay, you don't have to write all these things. I will share the PDF with you. You only have to understand. Okay, the next one is question mark. As we know, second is a question mark. We all know that we use this question mark at the end of a question. That is, whenever we ask a question, to show the completion of that question sentence, we put a question mark. For example, where are you going? Okay, see, it is a question. I am asking a question, and I have used a punctuation mark of question sign to show its completion. Next is, have you done your work? Again, in this sentence, as we are asking a question, so we have used a question mark sign. Is it clear? If anybody wants to ask anything, you can raise your hand. Yes, Ashika, you have any problem? Kuldeep, unmute yourself. Samya, Kuldeep. Samya.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any problem? Samya, have you understood both the types?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood?
Yes, ma'am. I have understood.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am. I have understood.
okay. Now, the third one is an exclamation mark. Third type of punctuation is an exclamation.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Excuse ma'am, in chapter number 4, synonyms and antonyms is my not done.
You have not done?
Work
Okay.
is not
I will
my
share the
done.
PDF and I will share the PDF with you. You can complete your work from there. Okay. Okay. So
Ma'am, I
exclamation
am
mark
ready.
symbol is this.
Okay, ma'am.
Line and then a dot. We have already also done this in the kinds of sentences that we use an exclamation mark sentence at the end of a exclamatory sentence. For example, what a beautiful flower. Now this is an exclamatory sentence which is expressing a sudden feeling. So at the end of this exclamatory sentence, we have used an exclamation mark. Is it clear to everybody? Anybody can, you can give the examples of this exclamatory mark sentences in the chat box also if you want. Yes. You can give the example of exclamatory mark sentence. A sentence, exclamatory sentence in which we are using the exclamation mark. Okay, next is how kind of you to come. Again, this is an exclamatory sentence and at the end of it we have used an exclamatory mark sign. Is it clear? The next one is comma. The next exclamatory punctuation mark is comma. Now, when we study about comma, there are certain conditions, that is more than one condition in which we use a comma. And one of that is, we'll study about its uses. That is, when do we use a comma? So, the first situation is when we use a comma to separate a word or a phrase in a series. To separate a word or phrase in a sentence. For example, if we are giving an example of a sentence in which we are mentioning more than two things, then we use a comma to separate those words or phrases. For example, I got a pencil box, comma, a watch, comma, a dress, and a skateboard on my birthday. So, I got a pencil box, a watch, a dress, and a skateboard on my birthday. Now, in this, we are mentioning about few things which I received on my birthday, and these are: one is pencil box, second is watch, third is dress, and the fourth is skateboard. So these are more than one thing, more than one word. So we have used a comma to separate these words. First is pencil box, then we have used a comma, a watch, a comma, a dress, and the skateboard. As we know that we use and only when we do not use comma and we use and when we are writing the last word. That is, before the last word we do not put a comma but we write an and. So box, comma, a watch, comma, a dress, and a skateboard. So this is one of the important use of the comma. Next is to separate a noun. Next is, when do we use a comma is to separate a noun of address. Separate a noun of address. That is, whenever we write a sentence and in this sentence we write a name, noun, that is a name of a person, place, animal, or a thing. and we use that noun to address thing what we are mentioning about it. Then we use a comma. For example, Vikas. Whenever she say now in this we will get some information about Vikas. So Vikas is the noun. It is the name of a person. So we will use a comma after it. It is a noun. Vikas, please help me to clean the room. Now in this sentence, as we can see, we want a help of Vikas to clean the room, and we are addressing. That is addressing means calling that person by name, specially. So we have used Vikas, comma, please help me to clean the room. Is it clear? This is the noun which we have separated by using a comma. And the third use is to separate an expression. To separate an expressions like yes, no, oh, such kind of expression. When do we use in a sentence? Then we use a comma to separate those expressions. For example, yes, I will attend the party. See, in this I want to say, yes, I will attend the party. But to emphasize this sentence, we have used an expression yes also. Yes, I will attend the party. We are emphasizing on it. So we have used a comma after the yes to give a pause over it, to give a gap over it, to give a space. Yes, I will attend the party. No, you are not allowed to play outside. See, again, you want to say that no, you are not allowed to play outside, but to give more emphasis, we have used the word no, and to separate this expression no, we have used a comma after it. So in such kind of sentences in which we use the expressions like yes, no, oh, in those sentences also after the expression we use the comma. You all can give the examples also. Yes, oh, no, yes, Navya. Okay. Next is the next use of comma is it is used to separate the expression like however or in fact. Apart from these expressions like yes, no, oh, well, there are other expressions also like however, however, in fact, and many more like those. In that sentences also we use a comma after these expressions, however and in fact. The example means this order was in fact issued by the principal. This order was in fact issued by the principal. See, in this sentence, we want to say that there was an order which was issued by the principal, but by writing this in fact, we are emphasizing and saying that this order was given by the principal. See, this order was, comma, in fact, comma, issued by the principal. In this, before using this expression in fact or however, before that also we use a comma, and after this expression also we use a comma sign. So these were some of the important uses of the commas as a punctuation mark. That is, when do we use comma as a punctuation mark? Okay. Next is oh, this place is very good. In fact, I have a great weekend, right? This is also a right example given by Navya. That is when we want to say that this is a very good place. In fact, I have a great weekend. We are using this expression in fact and however, then we use this comma. But important thing is that before using this expression in fact and however, before that also we use a comma, and after that also we use a comma. See, I've used at both the places, before this and after this expression. Is it clear? Okay, Navya. Next is, it is also used to express the last use of this. The last use of the comma is to separate a question tag. The last use of comma is to separate a question tag. That is, whenever sometimes we speak any kind of sentences and after that to emphasize more, we always put a question. For example, and in that case, we use a question tag. We use a comma sign to separate that question tag. For example, will you will attend the party tonight? In this, we want to ask, will you attend? You will attend the party tonight, and then to emphasize more, to ask this question, we put a comma, and then we put a question. You will attend the party tonight. Will you? Will you? Now this is a question tag, and before that we have used a comma. And we can also give more example like, you were present yesterday. You were present yesterday, comma, weren't you. Now see, again, this is a question tag, and before it we have used a comma. So this is one of the other important use of comma, that when do we use a comma in a given sentence. Is it clear? You can also give the examples in the chat box. Yeah. Whatever is the problem, very good. Have you got your present? Have you? Very good. Navya. So these are some of the examples and some of the uses of commas. First was to separate the word or a phrases in a series, that is in a sentence. Next, to separate the noun when we use a noun to address somebody. Next is to separate the expressions like yes, no, well, oh, and also to separate the expressions like however, in fact. And in this case, we use the comma before the expression and after the expression also. And the next was to separate a question tag. Whenever we write, yeah, she didn't take her seriously, did she? Very good, Sarma. Riddhi, it's a very good example. Riddhi has given an example that she didn't take her seriously. Did she? Now the question was in negative. Sorry, the sentence was beginning with a negative, and then she have put the question tag of positive. So this is the right way of putting the question tag. Is it clear? Next is the apostrophe signs and inverted commas and capital letter, which we will be doing in the next class. Okay. So the time is over, and we will be continuing this in our next class. Okay, fifth class, you can have a nice day, all of you, and get ready. You can get ready for your next class. Okay. Okay, fifth class.